Hey there, my friends, it's Brad the Bearded Piper, and I hope you all are having a great day. Before I get too far into this video, I want you to leave a comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are. I have some ideas for some videos, more along the side of my ADHD part of life, how I try to stay organized, the things that are bothering me, some of the pitfalls that you have. You know, a lot of people think that ADHD is just scatterbrained, right? Or lack of focus and things like that. But in all reality, there's a lot more to it. There's object permanence, where if it's out of sight, it's out of mind, you forget about it, which means that you're oftentimes doing things at the last minute to get them done because you forgot about it because you didn't do it right away. There is imposter syndrome. There's all of these different things that go along with that. I was thinking about incorporating those types of videos into this channel, but then I realized, you know, a lot of people don't want to see that. Maybe they just want to stick and subscribe to my channel just because it's pipe oriented, and that's fine. I'm thinking about, you know, hey, maybe you should start a second channel just for that topic. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. 9 chances out of 10, I'm probably going to do a second channel, unless the overwhelming majority of people are like, you know, hey, I would really like to watch that on this channel. Otherwise, it'll be on a second channel, and you can subscribe to that. So this weekend, I had plans on doing a lot of yard work, and I did get that stuff done. Saturday, there's sections of the yard that once or twice a year I have to clean up with vines and branches, or not branches, but weeds and things like that that start growing. And every single time I end up with some sort of a rash, and I know there's no poison ivy in there. I'm very diligent on looking for that, but there's something else in there that really affects me. My legs are crazy itchy right now. My arms aren't as bad, but there's some small little rash going on there. They are itchy, I will say that. But afterwards, I got all that stuff cleaned up. I hopped on the tractor, and typically when I hop on the tractor, I reach for this blue Nording compass. It's got a briar bowl in it. It's super lightweight, easy to clench. This is my yard working pipe. Now, usually when I'm done, I clean it out, I run a pipe cleaner through it, and it's good to go. I can smoke it again the next day. However, it was raining. I wanted to get in the house before it started to pour. I needed to take care of dogs because my wife's out of town this weekend. And I thought, yeah, you know what? I just set it on my desk and I forgot to clean it. So yesterday, I went out, hopped on the tractor to cut the top part of our yard. We have a top hill and a bottom hill. Live in Washington County, Pennsylvania. Everything's a hill. And I went to get this pipe and I realized that it still had dottle in it from yesterday. Now, normally that wouldn't be a big deal. I would just clean it out, run a pipe cleaner through it, swab out the inside, pack it, and go. But when I cleaned it out, the dottle was pretty wet, and I'm assuming it was from the humidity in the air yesterday and the fact that it was, I think, Granger, or it's probably most likely a mixture of Granger and Prince Albert. So I decided, you know what, I cleaned this out, I ran a pipe cleaner through it, and I set it aside, and I reached for my second pipe, which is this Morgan Bones Belfast. It's a Belfast. It's not a Dublin, it's a Belfast. And it's a great pipe. But I just didn't feel like dealing with it because it's got a pretty thick and chunky stem, and so does my other yard pipe, big chunky stem, which is a Morgan Bones Bulldog. I have a love-hate relationship with these pipes. They're excellent smokers. They're fantastic pipes for the price. I did have a problem with one of them gurgling a good bit, but Chris Morgan told me to run a specific size, and I can't remember what size it was, drill bit down inside and clean it out, and that pretty much took care of it. But when I built the cake up inside, that definitely did it. And then I thought, you know what, I want something lightweight, and it's been a super long time since I've actually smoked a Cob. Now, I love Cob pipes, I'm not going to deny it. However, they're never the ones that I reach for first. In fact, I very rarely reach for them because I just find that I prefer briars. There's nothing wrong with Cobs. They smoke fantastic. I absolutely love them. But to be honest with you, I keep them in this plastic shoebox, and it's in my cabinet in the office, and it's underneath another shoebox, plastic shoebox, of what I consider to be my work pipes. You know, those ones and some other ones. And I thought, you know what, today's a good day to grab a Cob, and because of that, I found this pipe. This is the 2021 Cob Strong pipe. It is the Corn Cob Nation on Facebook group. Every year they do a pipe of the year with Missouri Meerschaum, and this is that pipe. This is only the second bowl that I've had out of it, and it is smoking wonderful. And what is in it but some Emerson Southern Forged Loch Maben, which is part of Jim's something different line. I don't even know if it's still made. I purchased this, oh, it's got to be over a year ago now. It's got some burley, it's got some different Virginias, it's got a variety of different things, and I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's a really, really good blend. So I thought today I would show you my Cob collection. Now, I have a lot of Cobs, I think 21 altogether. One of them is, it's kind of like a Cobbit, but it has a short stem on it because I bought a couple years ago their 7-day seconds package that they did. So that one's out in the garage. I think I have a couple of them that are in my car, but let me show you the ones that I do have. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the Missouri Meerschaum Legend. These are the Rob Roys with the tapered bowls to them. All, again, great smokers. And then I also have 3 of the Missouri Meerschaum Legends. These are the 5th Avenues because they have this little curve down here at the bottom. And here's the 3rd one. And again, great smokers, inexpensive. Some people would say that this is the first pipe that you should purchase. I have a tendency to lean a little bit more towards Brian Levine's thought process, and then, you know, to pick up something that's nicer, that's going to maybe be a little easier to smoke, something that you're a little more invested in, something like a Rossi type of a thing. So those are my Legends. I also have some Country Gentlemen's. Now this is my favorite Country Gentleman, if you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it out here or not, but this is a raw bowl here. It's a raw briar, and right there and right there in the stem, you can see that's where my teeth sit, okay? Because this is a pipe that when I'm out and about on the tractor, up until I got that compass, this was my go-to. I love this pipe. Smokes like a champ, and I don't know, I love that raw feeling to it. I also have, oh, the dogs are gonna chase, there's a chipmunk. I also have this beautiful Country Gentleman. This is a filled and darkened Cob. I think they use some sort of a plaster of Paris to fill these in and make them smooth. And I'm not sure if this one's a Country Gentleman or not, what this bowl is, but if you see there's that little black mark on the bottom, this is definitely one of the ones that came as the second. Have this one here, again, it's a second, so it's kind of a mishmash piece. Not exactly sure what this one is either. There is the Apple Diplomat. This one here is called the Mizzou. It's a nice little bowl here. I actually got this one and this one, which is the Huck Finn. Again, it's that natural raw briar. I got both of these because I wanted to, something small that I could just get a quick smoke out of, and they're both really good. They need to come out of this box so they're not out of sight, out of mind, so I can smoke them a little bit more, especially these two. These would be great pipes to enjoy a bowl on my way to and from the office at work. It's only half an hour away. It's perfect for that. Now into my more specialized one. This is the Missouri Meerschaum Patriot. It's kind of got this funky little bowl here. It's again filled and darkened. Great pipe. I really do enjoy this one. This is the Missouri Meerschaum, I think it's called Let Freedom Ring. Again, it's the raw pipe or Cob on the outside. Again, it's a really nice pipe. The rings are starting to come off of them here, actually, from lack of use. I mean, no other way around that. And then one of my favorite cobs, I picked this one up at a little tobacco shop in Somerset, PA. And this is a Missouri Meerschaum Great Dane. And I don't think they make this pipe anymore. If they do, it's just limited runs. But I love that spool shape here. I think that's really, really cool. Again, it's plaster of Paris filled, but it's a pretty awesome pipe. I don't know why, I just really like it. It's a bit heavy for a cob, but again, it's just a pipe that I really like. Now, this one here, I picked up from the Happy Piper, and it's only had one bowl out of it. I don't know if you can see in there. And this is, I believe it's called, I got a big chunk out of it right there. I believe it's called the Tiberius. It's got that really cool stem in here, and it has something to do with Star Trek. I'm not a Trekkie, so I don't know exactly what the significance is of that. And I think Captain Kirk is James T. Kirk, and I think the T stands for Tiberius. So again, it's a nice little bowl. It's pretty cool. I really like the stem. So that is one of my specialties. And then last but not least, and this is a really neat pipe because it's got a white stem on it, and that is the Missouri Meerschaum Riverboat Gambler, I think is what this one is called. Great little pipe. Really do enjoy this pipe. Again, don't smoke them enough. I really don't. And I don't know 100% why. Again, out of sight, out of mind. So now I don't mind you can't see inside there. They put the hardwood stem inside there. It's kind of cut at an angle, and then it's on the inside. Eventually, when you smoke it, that burns away, and you're good to go. Some people will take a small chisel or a knife or something and carve that out so it's not there. I don't mind when you get to it and you get that burnt wood taste in your mouth. It doesn't really bother me. So yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. The one thing about this pipe that I don't like is the stem is pretty high. It's up here, and then the bowl is actually below it. So there's always some dawdle in there that's hard to get out because the stem still sticks in there. But I mean, it's a cob, right? You expect there to be some issues and flaws with it. So that's it. That's my Cob collection. Other than the few that I have out, I think one of them is a Dagner with a forever stem in it that my buddy Homer won last year it was part of a package that he won last year at the Columbus Pipe Show, and he gave it to me because he's not a cob guy. So my friends, I'm going to finish this pipe, and depending on what time it is, I may load up one of these smaller pipes and have a second bowl. So until we meet again, remember, life is good, but it's better with a pipe.